Hey! So I'm still a little sick, so I apologize for the voice. I'd like to start by, look at this glittery shirt. This is so sparkly. I love it. Well, that is perfect because that just gets me to my topic. I wanted to make this video about habits or things I did when I was younger that I haven't grown out of yet. Things that, I did, you know, maybe a decade ago, maybe when I was, even as young as 5, that I still enjoy doing. But it's also kind of things I miss doing on a regular basis. So when the opportunity comes up to do it, to revert back to childhood activities, I get super excited. So these are things I did when I was younger regularly that I either try to incorporate in my life as much as possible now, or I just really miss doing. This is just like missing my childhood, my younger years kind of stuff here. The first thing, this is something I still enjoy doing. No, I'm never going to stop doing this, is prank wars. I love prank wars. I love pranking people. I love, someone goes up, from their desk and, I want to put a whoopee cushion on your chair. And then you sit on it. Yeah, I love pranking people. It's weird. I love doing it. I love it. I will plan these really elaborate pranks, and I'm not going to give any of my secrets away because then people are going to figure it out. So I'm keeping them a lot of my tricks a secret. I have pranked many people, and I think I'm a really good pranker. I think I'm really good at it. But I love doing it. I prank my friends. I prank my family. I prank my significant other. It's my thing. I love pranking people, and I like when they prank me back. I like the prank war. We go back and forth, tricking each other. I put a whoopee cushion on John's desk, on his chair at work. He gets back at me by putting something in my drawer. When I pull out the drawer, it's like, ew, what's that? We go back and forth. I like that banter. I love pulling pranks on people. Another thing I love to do, still to this day, that I did when I was younger, is tease boys. I love teasing boys. I love, that little, it's flirtatious, but, it's not always I actually want to be with you. You like that little, teasing each other, it's not the same when I was younger when I would go up to a boy and punch him an arm and run away and laugh. I do, if I'm dating someone, I have been known to kind of come up and bite them for no reason. I'll just bite them. But I like the more verbal teasing, I make fun of them, a lot of sarcasm. I love doing that still to this day. And I will never, that's another thing I will never outgrow, I'm sure. It's part of my personality at this point, to prank and tease people. In a nice way, nice teasing, not mean teasing. I don't do that. Bubbles. Bubbles still mesmerize me. I love playing with bubbles. I think we all love bubbles still, secretly. Someone pulls out a bubble machine and people freak out. It's great. One thing I love to do, something I haven't let go of yet from my younger years, is I love putting on a ridiculously fancy outfit, dress, putting on some music, and dancing around in my room to it. And a perfect example is I put on my old prom dress, and I danced around in my room for it, in my prom dress. Because I figure I only wore it that one night. I'm not going to just wear it that one night. I'm going to wear it many nights. I'm going to be here in my room by myself, put on some awesome tunes, and I'm going to have a secret dance party in my old prom dress. I'm going to relive prom in my bedroom. I'm going to have, there was no alcohol at the actual prom. They didn't serve it. But, I'm going to have some wine in my hand. I'm going to dance around in my prom dress. Woo! Maybe I'll put my sunglasses on. It's going to be like a mini prom in my bedroom. Yeah, I love putting on a fancy, or a homecoming, fancy dress, dancing around. Sometimes I lip sync to the song. I hold a pen or something and pretend it's a microphone. I still do that. I did that when I was 10, whatever. Still do it. Never going to stop doing it. Deal with it. Another thing I miss so much, and I actually kind of still do it, I miss crafts and art projects. I miss in school when you would do a school project, and there are obviously negatives to school projects. I was always the person who ended up doing the whole project. I always got stuck with the people who didn't want to do shit, and I also didn't trust the other people in my group to do a good job. If Johnny was Oh, I'll do the timeline. I was like, I don't trust Johnny with the timeline. So I would make my own timeline, and if Johnny's was not up to par, I would be like, don't worry, I made a backup timeline, Johnny. We're gonna use mine. Or the worst is when someone else would volunteer to do the poster board. I'm like, no. I'm doing the poster board. I'm getting out the puffy paint and glitter glue, and I'm doing the poster board. Because like they would come in like, yeah, here I made the poster board. It's just like pictures slapped on a red board. Those trifold boards. And you're like, what the hell is that? What is this shit? We're not presenting this. Thank God I made another one last night that looks way better. I love doing group projects. I love presenting in front of the class. And sometimes doing a skit. I always did something creative when I did a group project. And I loved doing the poster board and everything. I loved it. I didn't like the actual group part. I kind of, was like, I'll just do it myself. Like, fuck these people. But yeah, I still love puffy paint. I still love glitter glue. I still love doing crafts. And another thing is I still love sparkles, clearly, and glitter. I love sparkles, glitter. I love when I go out maybe wearing a shirt with a little pizzazz like this. And I also love color. I love wearing bright colors. Black is always like, it's sexy. I like wearing black, but if I'm wearing black, I want to spice it up with, a bright color accessory or something. I love bright colors and I love sparkle. I've always been that way. I guess I was born to stand out. I don't know. I like to be vibrant and stand out in the crowd. Another thing that I still do that I've always done, and a lot of little kids do this, but I still do it, is, for example, I'll use Smarties. I separate Smarties by color. Yeah, like when you get a pack of Smarties, I cannot just take a whole bunch of them out. I have to separate them by color, like the green ones, the pink ones, orange ones. I will not eat them together. They have to be separated. And a lot of little kids do stuff like that, but I still do that. And especially Skittles. Oh my God, when people just pop a whole bunch of Skittles, multiple colors in their mouth, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You are just putting a mishmash of different fruits in your mouth. You cannot do that. You separate them by color. I separate things by color when I eat them. Just like I did when I was little. And a lot of kids do that. I've noticed that. I just still do it. I don't know what that means. That's how I eat Smarties. I can't help it. Another thing I love to do, I rediscovered when I was going through my parents' basement, my old ribbon dancer and my old skip it. I found the skip it. I was skipping it all day. Like the skip it was a thing you put around your ankle and it spun around and you have to hop over it so it wouldn't hit you. And you would do it for a long time, but eventually you get tired and the skip it, this big heavy ball would smack you in the ankle and it hurt like a motherfucker. Oh my God. But you were like, and your mom's like, what's going on? I'm like, the skip it hit my ankle. Jesus Christ. And then you just do it again because kids are resilient. They can bounce back from any injury. So I used my skip it. I hit my ankle and I was not a happy camper. There was a lot of cussing going on. And I was done. I wasn't as resilient as I was when I was 12. And my ribbon dancer, I found my ribbon dancer, and I was like, ribbon? I don't even remember how to ribbon dance. You just wave a little ribbon around in the air. And also my Razor scooter. I rediscovered my Razor scooter. Oh my God, I love that thing. I miss the 90s, in early 2000s toys were awesome. Let's just say that. Tamagotchis. Oh my God. I found my old stash of Tamagotchis, and I was playing with it, and I was like, wow, this is kind of addictive. I gotta keep this thing alive now. Yeah, I miss the old toys. Another thing I still do that I always have done is I take any opportunity to break it down. And what I mean by that is any opportunity to dance or just belt out a tune, I will take it. And I am most guilty of this in the car. I didn't have a car when I was younger, but when my parents were driving, I would just go crazy. I don't even realize that there's people looking at me from their cars. I don't even recognize them. And I'm at a stoplight and I'm singing and I'm dancing, depending on what the song is. And then you notice the guy's looking at you next to you. Oh, God, I forgot people can see my car. But any opportunity I have to break it down and dance, even if it's awkward for other people, even if it's in public, I do it. Just like little kids, they don't care. They don't care. that's one thing I just don't care. I love dancing. Screw it. Karaoke. I still love karaoke, except now it's usually drunken karaoke. One thing I really miss, and I try to incorporate it in my life as much as possible. It's kind of hard though. Is gym class games. The games you played in gym class growing up. I'm talking dodgeball. I'm talking kickball. I'm talking like that floor hockey thing. I'm talking flag football. Oh my god, I loved gym class. I was the girl in gym class. I was like, yes, holy shit. I loved gym class. I loved it. I loved the games, and I still wish there was an adult gym class. You know, you play the same games you played back in the day. Maybe you make them more adult, like maybe you had to make it a drinking game. I don't know. But I miss that. And one version of adult gym class I really want to create, like have a place where people do this, is like a Legends of the Hidden Temple. I don't know if you remember the show. Legends of the Hidden Temple was the shit. When I was little, I dreamed of being on the show. I wanted to be on the show. I have a Purple Parrots t-shirt, and I wanted to be a Purple Parrot, even though they usually were the first team out. I don't know why that always happened. I wanted to be on Legends of the Hidden Temple, and I wanted to play the games they played, the crazy shit they played. Go to Olmec and go through the temple, and the temple ghosts get you. They need that in real life. They need a place where you can, like, play Legends of the Hidden Temple with your friends. Why has this not been invented yet? Maybe I'm gonna start a business, Legends of the Hidden Temple. I regret not ever getting on that show and winning a Skechers, pair of Skechers, or a mountain bike, or the CD cassette player combo. I regret it. And not getting slimed or whatever. Or even Global Guts. You know, it's like a combination, like all those old Nickelodeon shows. Like a place you can pretend it's Legends of the Hidden Temple, and a place it's like Global Guts. You know, you're climbing all kinds of crazy mountains and stuff, jumping into foam pits. My god. I mean, I'm doing like trampoline dodgeball and stuff like that, but they need like an actual place where you can actually reenact that show. Both of those shows. Even Double Dare. Come on, Double Dare. Figure it out. Let's do that. Those are things I miss. We need to incorporate that in this era. I'm just saying. One thing I still love is Dino Nuggets. I will not eat chicken nuggets unless they're Dino Nuggets. Come on. It's just so much better. You know, you play with them. Like, you're like, oh, the T-Rex is getting the little Stegosaurus. I still eat Dino Nuggets. I buy Dino Nuggets all the time. Still love it. And same with like the chicken noodle soup with like the stars. Oh my god, I always get it when it's a shape. Macaroni and cheese that's shaped like, I don't know, SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah, I love it. One thing I miss, you know, I said old Nickelodeon shows, is I miss old Nickelodeon shows so much. And I don't have that channel that I forget what it's called, where they show the old ones. I want to watch Real Monsters, Doug, Salute Your Shorts. That was like the best goddamn show ever. You know, Global Guts, Legends of the Hidden Temple, Double Dare, Figure It Out. What are some other ones? Are You Afraid of the Dark? And Rugrats. Oh my god. 90s Nickelodeon was the shit. And it's funny because people I meet were either Disney kids in the 90s or Nickelodeon kids in the 90s. They either grew up watching Disney Channel or Nickelodeon. I was a Nickelodeon girl. Oh my, I was a Nickelodeon kid. Disney Channel, I liked Lizzie McGuire, but Nickelodeon was way better than Disney Channel. I'm sorry if you were a Disney Channel kid growing up. It doesn't compare to Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon was way better. They had the best shows. Now Nickelodeon sucks, but it used to be amazing back when I was growing up. The best. Other things I like to do that I loved to do when I was little, I still love going to the zoo. I still love going to the aquarium. Interactive museums where you like get to play with stuff and touch stuff, like the Please Touch Museum or whatever. Still love that. Still do it. I still love Nerf guns. Holy shit, I love Nerf guns. Super Soakers. Especially the Super Soaker with the ice one and like it's super cold. Oh my god, I love that. Really goes with my prank wars. I use Nerf guns and Super Soakers and prank wars a lot. And sock 'em boppers. Fucking love sock 'em boppers. You get a sock 'em bopper fight with someone? Oh man. I love this. I love that shit. And wrestling, I love play wrestling and play tickling. You get tickle fights with people, and you play wrestling. You pretend like you don't actually try to hurt each other. Sometimes you actually do. Yeah, when I'm like my significant other, I want tickle fights. I want wrestling fights, rumble housing. I want that. It's kind of weird to do with anyone else other than someone you're dating at this point. That's why I say that. You know. I still love bumper cars, bumper boats. Love that shit. Going to fairs and like theme parks, amusement parks in general. I love going to theme parks and amusement parks. Fairs. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I love the spinning rides. A lot of people as they get older can't handle the spinning rides, the ones where you're just like spinning over and over. It's like crazy. A lot of people get sick. I can spin all day. Tilt-a-whirl, I can ride it all day. I love the tilt-a-whirl. I still love spinning rides. I still love the kids' rides, like the ones at Disney World or Disneyland where it's like the magic carpet ride or something, or Dumbo, and you're in like a weird little moving cart and there's stuff going on around you. Oh man, I love that stuff. I like that stuff more than the hardcore roller coasters. I gotta be completely honest, like Ferris wheels, spinning rides, all that stuff. Love it. Always gonna love it. Board games. I still love board games. Clue, Life, Guess Who, Jenga, Battleship, Twister. I love board games. I still love board games. Uno. Mini golf. Still love mini golf. I mean, who doesn't? If you don't like mini golf, something's wrong with you. And the final thing that I want to close on is I really miss and love 90s music. I'm talking like the pop stuff. I'm talking boy bands, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, O-Town. I wasn't into Dream Street. I'm keeping them off the list. But 90, and you got your pop princesses, Britney Spears back in her early years, Christina Aguilera, Mandy Moore. I mean, that's getting more in the early 2000s. Oh my god, 90s music was awesome though. I remember watching VH1 when VH1 would show music videos in the morning with my dad, and when I would get ready for elementary school. Matchbox 20 is like, I love their 90s stuff. I like their new stuff too. I loved 90s music. I still listen to 90s music on a regular basis, whether it's rock, pop, hip hop, 90s hip hop. I love it. I love that music. So I still listen to it. So these are all things I still enjoy doing. Some of them I wish would be revived a little more, would be incorporated into my life a little more on a daily basis. And these are things that I'm always going to love. These are things I feel like at this point I'm never going to outgrow. Like, I'm sorry. I'm always going to prank people. I'm always going to tease boys. I'm always going to dance whenever I want to. I'm always going to play dodgeball and play with super soakers and go on spinning rides and stuff. These are things I'm never going to outgrow at this point, and I'm proud of it. So, let's keep doing it. You're never too old, right? You're never too old. Now I'm going to go make some fun art project with some puffy paint. I'll see you later.